Alright, have you been asked the question and completely froze? Maybe in the interview, in the meeting, or social situation. You feel your mind go blank and the silence gets awkward. But after today, that won't happen to you again. Most of the people panic when they encounter the question they don't know the answer. Instead of sounding confident, they stumble by it makes them weak. But what I study from the best speakers, they always have the technique to help them to overcome the situation. Today I'm introducing you 3 tips. First one called PREP method. PREP stands for POI, reason, example, and POI. POI means you need to start your answer very clearly or giving them the strong statement. In order to make it more relevant and convincing, you need to give them the reason why you think that. Following that, you need to give your real life example or from the other people. Lastly, is the point, which means you need to wrap up by reinforcing your point again to drive them home or to make it stronger for your point. Say, for example, the bad answer is, I don't know. That's very weak. The better answer you can think of is, well, that's a great question. I believe adaptability is very important in today's workplace. My example is my last job that I had the expected project coming in, but I didn't know how to resolve it. So I adjusted myself by consulting with my peers and my mentors to handle successfully the project. Because of that, I think the ability to adapt is very crucial in any professions today. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 called buy time to think. Well, if your brand needs some time to think for the answer, you definitely need some phrases to buy time. You can say, that's interesting question, but let me think about it for a moment. Also, that's a great point. Let me divide it 2 points for you to make it clear. Also, before I answer, how about can you make it more specific for me to understand more clearly? That's tip number 2, because they keep you engaged with giving you the few extra seconds to think about the situation. Tip number 3, lastly, called reverse the questions. And another powerful technique that you can apply is flipping the question back to the person by saying, that's a very interesting question. What's your experience with it? Also, I love the question, but I would like to hear your opinion or your approachment for this situation. Now it's your turn. Please drop the tough questions in the comment.